Josh, Zach House from the Indianapolis Star. Archie talked about how a lot of guys on the team, he wants them to kind of embrace being multi-positional. He wants you to embrace just being this team's point guard in a lot of different ways at both ends of the floor. What are some keys for you kind of looking back at what was good last season, what wasn't good, and how you can improve in that role this year for you?
I think just being more of a vocal leader, telling guys, putting guys in the right position to succeed, and just taking care of the ball. We had a lot of turnovers last year, so just making the right decisions, making the right plays.
Just one follow-up to that. You talk about the turnovers in particular. That's something Coach Miller's brought up a lot kind of through the summer. What are some things that you can do to just sort of cut those down right away? Not just you, but maybe Indiana as a team.
Just making the game simple. Making the kid one pass earlier, one dribble earlier, just passing ahead, just making the game simpler.
Good stuff.
Devonte, as Seth Howard's at the end, Coach Miller mentioned that he sees you sees your defensive potential and called you an Indiana defender. I guess how would you define that? What are you kind of doing that's kind of impressed him?
Well, being recruited in my game, a big part of my game was my defense, and I've always taken pride in it. So I just bring it every day, and I guess he sees that.
Charlie Clifford, Wish TV, Indianapolis. Josh or Devonte, there's a quiet confidence about Coach Miller. Has that rubbed off on this roster at all? Can you sense a change in that department?
Him coming in, he obviously wants to establish that identity, just being confident, just having a way about yourself, working hard, and just bringing a great work ethic. So I think he definitely brings that to the team and just rubbing it off.
Josh, Andy Graham from My Athletics. You've had to make a transition to a new coaching staff at the college level before, come in from Pitt. What did you learn about that process, and have you tried to talk to some of your teammates about that in terms of having to deal with a new coaching staff?
Just have open communication. I think that's the biggest part. Just being on the same page with whoever the new staff is. I think that's just the main part, just having an open communication, being up front, and just that's mainly it.
Josh, Peter Premier, YU Athletics. How is this team defensively going to be better? How do you see the improvement in defense?
I think just the mindset, just putting defense first, just little things, just having the mindset that nobody's gonna score. Like, we're gonna be in the right position, the right gaps, the right everything. Just that's the main thing.
Mike Miller, Blue General Times. Coach was saying he sees a lot of style in your game, but he also kind of wants to maybe tone it down just a little bit. How do you kind of balance keeping some of that style that makes you unique while also kind of playing within the framework of the offense?
It's not hard to balance, I would say. I'm sure he wants me to tone it down a little bit, but he accepts my game for what it is. But also we have to come to a middle ground somewhere.
This is for any of you guys. Andy Graham from My Athletics again. Coach has talked a lot about defense since he came into town, but he's also talked about valuing the ball and cutting down turnovers. Talk about that a little bit in terms of what he's emphasized in that regard.
Let's start with Quentin and work our way down.
I think the emphasis is, like you said, on taking care of the ball. So a lot of times what Archie aims to do is to make sure we're in the right spots, because the spacing of the game makes decision making a lot easier. And if the floor is spread out, then you can really see kind of what the defense is giving you. And so that kind of, with the speed of the game, as fast as it is, if you know guys are in the right spots, you kind of know what to expect. And when you see the defense shift, you know what plays you should make. And so he's teaching the spots, so that's helping us taking care of the ball.
Josh.
I think he just a lot of times last year we turned the ball over more than other teams did, and that led to some of our turnovers. But I think he wants us to turn the other teams over more than they turn us over, and that'll create easy offensive opportunities. So I think that's.
And also, like Josh said earlier, just keeping it simple, making that one extra pass, that easy pass.
Mike Peck from Peaks.com. Devonte, Coach Miller talked about you kind of hit the definition of an East Coast point guard. Maybe Josh can time in on this too. What is an East Coast guard in your mind, and what's the same as what you bring to the table?
Up tempo, gritty. I mean, I can't really speak it into words. I can show you better than I can. But yeah.
Kind of as a follow. Go ahead. Kind of as a follow-up to that, though, Archie himself was a college point guard. How has that affected in terms of how he relates to you and instructs you, and how you can relate to him a little bit?
It relates a lot because he can actually get out there and like show us different things, how he wants it done. So he's real interactive with us on the court, so that means a lot. That he played at the college level, so he can teach us a lot.
He also has a different kind of basketball IQ because he was a player, and he understands what works and what doesn't in certain situations.
Go ahead.
Drew Davis from Indiana Sports Coverage. This question's for Devonte. But last season, I think you turned a lot of heads with your strong play. What are some of the things that you've been working on this season to kind of take that next step in your game?
I would say just keeping it simpler, playing more with my mind than anything else, and keeping my shot consistent.
Josh, Charlie Clifford, Wish TV, Indianapolis. Has Coach Miller brought up any of the film from the Purdue loss last year where they're celebrating in front of you guys? And if not, in your mind, how much has that maybe added an extra kick in your step this offseason, knowing that happened last year?
Nah, he hasn't brought it up, but definitely when you lose a game like that and that happens, it's definitely going to be in the back of your mind next time you play. So, I mean, I definitely haven't forgot about it, but he hasn't brought it up.
All right, guys, thanks.
Thanks.